Hey, Christy Amble here. Sorry you're bobbing a little bit. My my camera holder isn't always perfectly still. Alright, I wanted to talk about procrastination. I thought about waiting a little bit on doing this video, but that would be procrastination. Procrastination. Once you learn something, you need to implement it immediately. That will avoid procrastination. It is one thing that I have a little bit of difficulty with because I can procrastinate easily. And then the other part I have a difficulty with personally is I have kids. So sometimes I have something that I've just learned and I have like all this energy and I just want to implement it right away, but I have to wait because I have to cook dinner and I have to put the kids to bed and I have to then, clean up after dinner, and then, my husband wants to talk about this or that, and then my kids get out of bed, and then I have to put them back to bed, and then they went up and they're crying about this, and then I gotta put them back to bed, and by the time everything is relaxed, I'm exhausted, and then that's when my procrastination kicks in, because then it's like, do I wait till tomorrow to try again, or do I muster up the energy to try to implement what it was I was so excited to do just a few hours ago? And I fight this battle almost on a daily basis. I think as a mommy entrepreneur, this is my biggest fight, my biggest struggle with having my own business and my own hours is the constant struggle with the being inspired and wanting to really dive into something, but being limited by being on mommy duty 24/7. And my kids come first. It's just the way it is. And those are my rules. And sometimes I have to put my business first. It's like, you kids have got to go to bed. This is bedtime. And, I have to put consequences on that for the purpose of my business. Because if I don't get time for my business, then I don't get time to implement the things that are really important for my business, which helps it take off and do the things that allows me to be the best mom for my kids. And I then get to, provide in such a way that I get to provide for them. So it comes full circle. And one way I get to be the best mom is being the best mommy entrepreneur out there for my kids. So back to procrastination. All right, that kind of goes into, for me, the importance of, what's the word? Scheduling and doing things you don't want to do. There's a word for it, but I can't think of it. Instead of sitting here going, I'm just going to keep going. So scheduling and implementing and doing things even when you don't want to do it. If I am not, beat tired, I will make myself stay up to a certain time. I have a time limit that I have to be to bed by, and I will work because I have to put in so many hours to make sure that I stay on schedule with my job. This is not a job. Let me take that back. With my business, I take that personal. I do not have a job anymore. And then at a certain time there's a cutoff because I do have to get up early with my daughter to get her ready for school. And I am not a morning person. I am your typical entrepreneur that loves the evenings, the middle of the nights working. I get my best inspirations. And I then have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and get my kid ready for school. And I am a grouchy mom. So I have to balance that out. I do look forward to the days when my girls get big enough that maybe they can get themselves ready for school. We'll see. I don't know if I will ever reach the point, though. I still love my girls a lot, and they still need their mommies. So, mommy, I am one. So anyways, I'm going to stop with this because I'm rambling. But procrastination, the way to eliminate is to implement immediately, unless you're like me. Sometimes you have to put it on the back burner, but that doesn't mean that you still don't implement as soon as you can. And then scheduling out time for yourself to make sure you get to implement things when you can. So that's all I got. Have a great one. Bye.